All right, well, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and it's got a lot of people talking about how we date. A new trend is going around called avalanching.
It's a thing, apparently. So avalanching essentially describes how someone swipes, like a lot of swipe, to try to find someone or anyone to spend Valentine's Day with. But the question is, why is avalanching toxic? So joining us to talk about this new trend and different approaches to Valentine's Day festivities is Kelly Newmayer with San Francisco dating service It's Just Lunch. Okay, so what is this avalanching thing?
Break it down.
So this time of year is extremely busy for singles. We have just come off of New Year's resolutions. It is the month of February, which is the month of love, and we have spring fever right around the corner. Avalanching is when people start swiping furiously to find someone, anyone really, to spend Valentine's with. And the problem with that is that singles are settling and opting to go with more quantity over quality, and that's going to hurt their chances at a real relationship with staying power.
All right, so is it sort of like when they turn the lights on in the club and the club's about to end and everybody's looking around going, okay, you.
Yeah,
is that really, because in the news meeting yesterday, some of our older staff, I'm just going to say some of our older staff were like, what is this like? Is that sort of the dynamic?
It is, it is kind of like that, rush to kind of run home with someone, like you said, at the end of the club, the night at the end of the club, and you're trying to hang out with someone, or, if you're at a prom and you're on the sidelines and you're trying to rush and have someone to go on the dance floor, it's got that urgency on it, which is detrimental to a real relationship.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like people don't want to be alone, especially on days like Valentine's Day. So they're just, doing whatever they can to have someone by their side. We did ask people what they thought on dating. So we took to social media and asked them, how do you like to meet people or date online or in person? And there were a lot of differences in those results. But in person was 75%.
Yeah.
Was how people want to meet when they date someone versus 25% online. I met my husband in person. It was way before the online dating thing really took off and happened. And there is something to be said about having that face-to-face conversation and that spark.
It's all about the chemistry. There's no algorithm out there that can ever bring two people together. It is always about that chemistry. Online dating today has become a massive game of cat and mouse for singles out there, and my heart just aches for a lot of them, and a lot of them are coming offline and coming from behind a screen and hiring matchmakers, or going out there and going on things like meetups, or having friends or family introduce them to someone that they know. In person is always the key. If you are on one of these dating apps and you are swiping right for about 45 minutes, you have approximately swiped by close to 2,000 people.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow. So you need a matchmaker to decipher all of that for you better than sitting there and wasting that time and energy. Oh, I don't know. I am very happy to not be single right now. This sounds like a lot of pressure.
Here's the bottom line. And Kelly, we thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you are swiping that much, listen to your finger. Your finger is telling you need to put it over your heart and give yourself a little more self-love, right?
Yeah.
Because avalanching is desperation, and you don't need that. I want my kids to know you are enough as you are. Kelly, thank you so much. Will you be our Valentine?
Sure.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thanks for being on People Are Talking.
Thank you.